I'm saying. About accountability.
It is about accountability.
Okay, but I have a say. So what about...
Yes, please do.
In terms of like America, you see so many stories of people, and it's been a pattern of kids who actually have been raised in with both parents end up being shooters and killing, going into schools and massive school shooters. Yeah. And they grew up, and the parents did the best that they could for that child. Yeah. Well, as we read, it's been a pattern in America. Then what's that then?
It's also a pattern of skits.
And it's both parents.
Do you know what? Tans, this is where... Do you know what? And it's true. And this is where I was saying that he was nearly at a good point where he was saying about community. Because a lot of it is based off the breakdown of community. Yeah. We've lost that essence of it. And when you have... And this is also a reason why I'm saying about conflict resolution.
How? Does both parents?
No, because first of all, we're talking about a different demographic already. So what is the demographic of people that do that?
What? Shooting in schools?
What's the demographic?
White men, no white boys, man.
Okay, so let's just focus on our thing, because I could talk about that, but it's taking us away from this conversation, because that's a whole
that's a whole different kettle of fish.
I only mentioned that is because you said about single moms. A man and a woman, whether they're black, white, Chinese, could raise a child.
Yeah, that gets involved in.
And it can still go wayward.
That's true. That's true.
They can still go wayward.
How many times must I say this? How many times must I do this? Because every time I do it, I lose brain cells.
Do you know what it is? Can I finish my point?
Yeah.
We are never talking about absolute. We did this in the last show. Remember?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And the comments were cooking you. They were like, because because it's not all women. Why do I have to?
I'm not saying all.
No, because when you said that, you said, but he was raised by two. Of course he was. But the stats do not, see, exceptions do not cancel out the rule. So even people always get through, but majority, and this is what I was talking about, like the whole world is built upon figures, medium, majority, all of these types of things, like percentages. And when I come into these places, all of a sudden, feelings, and no one cares. So it's like, what is the point of me studying? What is the point of me researching? What's the point of me doing all of this stuff that I do, bibliographies, reading, and then I come here and people are like, I don't care about that. My feelings. Waste of time.
If people were equipped with the right skills in order for them to live a successful life, to understand how to have conflict resolution, then we wouldn't be in the space and place that we are having these low level conversations.
You say
because
low level.
It is low level because it keeps us on a low frequency. At the end of the day, it keeps us on a low level frequency.
No, we're the bottom.
Some of the black community. But this is.
Where were your husbands?
Hold on. Let me land, bro.
Wait, time. How many people, put your hand up if you've got kids.
So community.
Put your hand up on this chair if you've got kids.
Having a community, yes, I have children. Yes, I have children. I have children.
How many of you are married here?
I was.
That's not what I asked. How many of you are married here?
No.
Okay, so we have 3 black women here with kids that are all unmarried, right? One was married, so okay, but none of them are married, and they talking about community. They talking about family, talking about black men. You couldn't even stay with the black men that you built your family with. How dare you? How dare you? But guess what? I'm single. I can't do that because I'm single. I haven't got any kids. I haven't created any broken homes. I haven't got because, and this is the difference. You want to come and shame black men, but most black men are actually single and childless. But women, or the majority of you, have kids with men.
That's wonderful.
You break up with them, then you expect other men to go and raise them. Then you come and try to shame us. How
it's actually okay. It's actually okay. But when you speak, you sound like you're coming from a place of hurt anyway, bro. So regardless whether you've got children or not, you're speaking like you've been burnt a million times. It's actually okay. Whatever black woman broke your heart, it's actually okay. You can still go and find a decent black woman that is intelligent, that is articulate, that understands how to nurture you and respects you in the way that you deserve to be respected. It is what it is. Back to my point of saying that community does matter, because a lot of the times when you see these broken homes and you see why women get left with being single mothers and stuff like that, a lot of it of course is choice. But however, if she felt if people were equipped with the right skills to build a loving home and deal with it,
how many more years do you need to learn to able to cohabit with a human being.
It takes accountability on both sides.
Speak now.
On both
but how do we
sides.
stop
You've
with
been speaking, Chan. You've been cooking,
backwards and
babe.
forwards.
You've been
What's
cooking.
the solution?
Thank you, Tans. Where's the solution?
When a black man is on a seat, and this is the thing, men, watch this. You have 3 black women, they keep saying, what is the solution? Shut the fuck up, pardon my language. And the reason why I say that, yes, as a black man, you need to listen to us. We are the leaders. You 3 women want to lead me, and I'll just be like, you know what? What man honestly wants to deal with this?
That's true.
No, and this is what I'm trying to say to you. You don't know when to just shut up. You don't. And when men watch this and they look at this, they're going to be like, raw. They're talking about leading, but men lead the community. And the reason men lead the community is because women want to be led. You don't want to be led. You want to argue. You want to tell us all the reasons why. And when in actual fact, you match the statistics of the black community, and I match the statistics of the men that are single, childless, and doing well with themselves. I actually match it, but when we
should be led. Women should be led.
No, I'm not talking about dead.
By men that know how to lead. Not every black man knows how to lead. We're not going to sit here and act like we're living in a fairy tale. This is not a fairy tale, bro. You're not the man in a knight in shining armor. You're not. The majority of men out here aren't men in shining armor. They're trying to get out of the hood. They're trying to get out of whatever situation they've been in.
The man to lead.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. When you've laid down with men and you've given them kids already, and now you're outside and you're talking about men don't lead. Men listen to that, say, "Well, you had the men to lead you. Whatever they led you down the wrong path, whatever path, but you had your men. So you don't get to come outside now and start talking about, oh, men can't lead. You chose men who couldn't lead. That's what you did. And so when I speak, I haven't chosen a woman that's going to say that. And this is the thing.
But you've had women though.
Yeah, but I haven't left no baby
mamas. And you've been in
And
relationships.
I haven't created no baby mamas.
It doesn't matter. You've carried trauma regardless, child. It don't matter, bro. Everybody does. So no one's trauma is any better or worse than another's. We're not going to sit here and compare traumas. So what? You might never sow a seed, bro. And all of this hard work and things that you've done in life, who have you got to leave it to? So at the end of the day, we might be single mamas, but out here, when I build my empire the way that I want to build it, I will have my legacy to leave it to. And that's the whole point. That's what black men are supposed to do. What you've actually done is put yourself exactly where the white man wants you. You've now left no legacy, bro. You've left no legacy, bro. You put yourself where the white man wants black men to stop producing children. I'm not saying that every black man is out here doing the right thing in life. But unfortunately, what you've done is you've succumbed the same way the feminists have succumbed, black feminists have succumbed to the white feminists' point of view when they're sitting there with their Bill Gates kind of man that's out here earning coins so they can sit at home and da-da-da-da. Stop it. Stop feeding into the narrative, bro. Because what you've done... No, I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying at some point in your life, I'm pretty sure you've come across a decent black woman and somewhere along the line it messed up and it went wrong and it went left. It's not saying that you wouldn't have breeded her if you didn't have a chance to do that. My point in saying is that you're so scared of becoming a statistic that you're now leaving yourself. How old is your girlfriend going to be? How old is your girlfriend going to be? Because when you're 40-something years old, you want to be breeding up an 18-year-old woman.
Hold up. See,
so think about it. Or do you want to date a woman that's within your age range? Do you want to date a woman that's within your age range? Because if you do that, so allow me to speak. So allow me to speak then.
No, because you're speaking and you ask me a question.
No, but I'm not finished.
I'm not going to breed an 18-year-old girl.
Okay, so you want to date a woman that's your age, right? So the likelihood of a woman that's your age at 40-something years old is less likely going to be able to produce those children for you.
Can I speak? First of all, men and women have different time frames. You need to get your and this is what women hate. Men don't have to date you. We'll date younger. You hate this fact, and you always try to shame and talk about men only want to date a younger woman because they want to manipulate them. Hold on a second. They can't handle a strong woman. You guys, no man wants to deal with women in their 30s that are like this. Honest. Look at the Tinder swindler. He swindled women. But all of a sudden, why is he talking about 8-year-olds? Because they hate the fact that us men can go and get.
I don't hate it, China. Chill out, bro. Because you didn't allow me to finish my point. I mentioned it. Let me land. You're triggered, bro. Let me land, bro. The reason I asked you is that once you hit your 40s, bro, you're not gonna wanna. are you going to want to date an 18-year-old woman? Because guess what? It's more likely that she's more fertile. She's going to be able to produce the children that you want. Unfortunately,
28. What's the problem?
Okay, so 20. All right, cool.
What's the problem?
So my point is that you're always going to have to. You're not going to be able to date a woman within your age range. The longer you leave it, the longer you leave it.
I don't date you guys. What's your problem? What's the problem?
I don't want to date you neither, bro. It's not personal. It's not personal. It's not personal. I'm saying. Okay, let's take China out of this because he's taking it personal. He's taking it personal. Let's take China out of this. I'm saying the stereotype.
You guys, come on.
I'm saying the stereotype of a male that thinks he's going to hit his 50s and not produce no children. He just wants to work and build this empire and build this because he doesn't want to become a statistic because he's so scared that he doesn't want to leave children in this home. Not at all, bro. I'm speaking to those men and those men know who they are, yeah? There's never a perfect time to have children. You can never overly prepare yourself for that. But what I'm saying, okay, that does help. That does help. 100% that helps. But what I'm saying is that the longer you leave it, the less likely you're going to be able to date within your age range. So I don't always believe that men actually want younger women. They just know that they can't breed a 40-year-old, bro.
You're not letting China speak. They're going to watch this and they're going to say, you keep talking men, we have always dated younger.